Hey there, Steve Gardner, eXp Realty, back at it. Want to talk about our wonderful community of Daytona Beach, Florida. In this video, I am going to go over some of the highlights about our community. This will be one of several in our series. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Just click on the right-hand side on the little surfer in the corner. So here we are, we're headed down US 92, which just came off of 95, what you saw earlier. Typical intersection like you see everywhere. Waffle House, restaurants, we've got all kinds of eateries, we've got shopping center, Home Depot, Target, wine warehouse, that sort of thing. But this is the main entrance into our lovely city. And coming up on the right, we will be coming up on the International Speedway, which is, if you're a NASCAR fan, Daytona 500, Firecracker 400 for the old timers. That is what we're talking about. So Daytona Beach has a population of about 75,000. We have several special events: Speed Week, a couple of those in February and July, Jeep Week, and of course Bike Week, October and March. Those are great events. The community also, which is wonderful, the Speedway hosts a lot of concerts. So you can get some country concerts, rock concerts, not just Speed Weeks. They do motocross. They do swap meets with old cars. The Speedway is super interwoven into our community, and one of the reasons Daytona Beach is where it is today, and the primary reason. If you look over to the right, you can see the Speedway coming up. It's roughly a 2.5 mile track, and if you've never been to a NASCAR race, this is the one to go to. It's something else to behold. It really is. Love it. Grew up here in the community and been at that track, I couldn't tell you how many times. So we're kind of coming up here on the left onto a complex called One Daytona, which was developed not too long ago. What a great concept. I mean, it's right in the heart of Daytona, and it really is cool. It's got a whole bunch of shops. It's got a theater. It's got restaurants such as Four Rivers, Copper Line, P.F. Chang's, Rock Bottom, and more. Jeremiah's, if you like ice cream, that sort of thing. Theater also, by the way, is super high tech. It's like it's got a bar and a restaurant in it, and I believe it's 13 theaters, and it's got all the fancy seats, the reclining seats, and the ones that vibrate and all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, I wouldn't be remiss to talk about, we just drove by. On the right, we have the Bass Pro Shop, that's a really cool place. Also, what they do there is in the center area, they host live music, so and live events such like the 4th of July or like New Year's. They'll have some free live music for the locals to come by. Also, real quick, if you love this video, please subscribe to my channel. Commercial break. Please subscribe to my channel. So as we continue down past 92, we are headed to what's the world's most famous beach. So you head down 92 past the Speedway, you keep on going, and directly ahead is that famous sign you've probably seen. And this is a ramp that goes down onto our beaches. Now, there are certain areas in Daytona Beach, and this is why we're the world's most famous beaches, we can drive on the beach. Parking lanes, everything. So it's great if you got the kiddos and you've got all your stuff loaded up in the car, chairs, cooler, tents, all their toys, all that stuff, bring in a surfboard. It's kind of nice just to pull down there and unload it. You don't have to go anywhere. And it's cool. I mean, how many places can you actually drive and park on the beach? So as we continue, this is what I'm going to talk about. This is what I call the Strip, which is A1A, which runs north to south, south to north, excuse me. And we are headed north, and this is on the beach side. And it's got it's your typical typical community with souvenir shops, restaurants, lots of hotels or some condos. We just passed the Streamline Hotel, which is a famous one. Salty Dog is on the left. Great surf shop. Been there for a million years. Great owners. Really, really cool place to hang out. You're looking at about 1.5 miles to 2 miles of what I would call a tourist destination. We got Joe's Crab Shack. We got the Marriott. We've got everything you need to know and have fun. We also have what's called the Slingshot and some rides and things like that right on the boardwalk over to your right. So coming up here on the left is a venue called the Ocean Center. It's been here a while. It borders by Daytona Lagoon, which is a wonderful water park everybody uses in the summer. It's totally slammed full of people. But the Ocean Center is basically a venue where we have concerts, live events, big-time inside arena. You can watch a football game here. We've had some indoor football. We had ice hockey here at one point. And all the local, and basically the high schools do all their graduations here. Spruce Creek High School, where my kids graduated, both of them were held here. So the venue is wonderful. Also, we have things like the home show, Volusia County Home Show, which is basically for the locals and for the community to get together and show their wares. So it's a wonderful, wonderful place. Daytona has a lot to offer, from fishing to the beach to outdoor events, and then a lot of the arts and culture. So coming up on the right is the Hard Rock Cafe Hotel, which is unbelievable. The Hard Rock is an incredible venue. It's got a private beach on both sides, so it's got several restaurants, several bars inside, super, super plush accommodation. So if you're heading into Daytona, I would definitely tell you to check out the Hard Rock. It's a newer venue, and it's great, first class. Once again, commercial break. Please subscribe to my channel if you like this information and you find it useful. Okay, continuing further down, if you look as we go, this is called Main Street. Okay, and we're gonna turn right on Main Street. Actually, we're going south. Main Street is world famous for Bike Week. Okay, so during Bike Week, the big Bike Week is in March. That's the big one. We have one in October, but the original is in March. Big event like Sturgis. If you go down this street during Bike Week, you cannot see anything but bikes on both sides. Leather bikes, t-shirt stands, people just having a really, really good time. They love it here. And of course, we've got the world famous bars that have been here a long time. Up on the left, coming up here, and it's not a long strip. It's got several roads to the right, to the north and south, but it really is only maybe half mile. And then we're going to come up here on the left, and that's the Boot Hill Saloon, which everybody's probably heard of if you're a Harley Davidson fan. Kind of take a little angle towards it. It's not a big place, but it's one of those things you got to do and put on your bucket list. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel down on the right-hand side. And until next time, Steve Gardner, eXp Realty, your Central East Florida realtor.